Good morning and good evening. The 30 power always support President Duterte do the right thing, be safe and be good. My video today is about what's going on and around the world and what is coming up and what is happening. I already done a video previously a while ago about World War III and if Obama or Hillary Clinton will come to being a president of US. That's exactly, we already started a war with Russia and China and everything. But either way, that's the plan. That's what is going to become about. World War III is going to happen, and we're going to see so many things this year, through this year, 2019, going upwards. Right now, we're going to see so many things in the front of our eyes, which we already see so much, but it's like people are ignoring things and not saying anything and just letting it go and let it pass by. The only thing is, through this year, going through and continuously, is going to be so much happening. And probably in World War III, is just next door. It's not that far. It's just next door. In 1945, that's when some wars it was going on, and then it was another time in between that. President Bush done an agreement with Michael Gorbachev. They will not move close to Russia or get close to Russia. That was the deal. Not even 10 inches close to Russia. They will not do anything, and then peace will be with Russia and US, and then that's it. So they will finish the war. But obviously, it looks like US broke their promises, and now US is surrounding Russia from all over the place. So that's what is going on at this moment in time. And then Putin is warning, US to back off, and then they're breaking their promises. So it's not going to be an alternative if, US is putting bases around Poland, around Romania, around other countries, close to Russia, and with army bombs and all that kind of stuff. So what Putin had to do is improvise the same as North Korea. What they had to do, a country with threats, your country, of course you're gonna try to improvise in everything what you can. So North Korea have the missiles and the nuclear weapons to attack anywhere in US. I'm sure that's what Putin has been doing also, and he has so much technology, which probably US not even close to. US has technology, but remember Russia is in advance so many years in so many things. So what US is saying, those army bases is around those kind of places, but it's because of Iran. We all know is bullshit. What US is saying, that is not there because of Iran. I mean, surrounding Russia. Why are you surrounding Russia? So what US is doing, they're saying we're trying to protect ourselves, but also you threaten other people. You threaten Russia, putting air bases, army, and bombs around and circling Russia. What do you expect Russia is gonna think? It's okay, you know. We'll let the U.S. and some others continue doing what they're doing, and they're not doing anything. Of course not. So of course you're gonna react, and that's what Putin is doing. But Putin has been warning America for so long, but he's like, they're taking the piss. They continue doing whatever they're doing, and they're ignoring him. So the only solution, what is going to be? Someone over here is going to press a button. Let's say if they're going to attack Russia first, which probably will be the plan later on, attacking Russia without them knowing it. Or are we in war or what? So as, Russia and Europe is coming close to the borders of Russia and circulating Russia around it, something's going to give. Someone along the line is going to press buttons, and is going to destroy a lot of countries. The only thing is people not thinking about it, and Europe is not thinking really well, in the sense of we're letting US putting bases in countries like Romania, Poland, and all around Europe, circulating Russia. But you guys are forgetting US is far. we are closer. Who's going to suffer much more is Europe. US is much more far than we are. Is it gonna anything gonna reach US? Probably. But who's gonna suffer much more is gonna be people around Europe. The countries they are based and they have the basis of the US in their own countries. Your country and your people and our people around Europe, they are the ones who's gonna suffer much more, and probably we're gonna be more intoxicated around Europe than US. So who's gonna suffer more the blow in all this? You will be the whole Europe, not US, whole Europe, because it looks like the US doesn't give a shit about Europe. So they are placing the base around Europe, and we allowing them, the US, to do that. But you guys are flipping idiots from Europe, which you allowing that, and you're not thinking if Putin stop pressing buttons, we're gonna be in big shit. It's gonna be millions of people dying with gases and other shit will be in those bombs. And then if they put atomic bombs around Europe, we all messed up. Everyone. The same what Hitler did in Germany and all that stuff. And these parts of Ukraine, you cannot even go into those places because it's a ghost town, which has a lot of radiation. So just imagine they put in radiation around Europe. Then we are, all the Europeans, they are effed up. Everyone, every single of us, even over here in UK. So, is that okay for US stop putting pressure and putting camps and bombs around and surrounding Russia? I don't think so. So I would suggest US back off. Europeans and United, think very well what you guys doing, because, if they stop pressing buttons, somewhere along the line, some bombs is gonna reach. And it's gonna reach quicker and faster into Europe than US. People from US, they still can survive. We around Europe, we'll be on deep shit. You're gonna die. Is that what we're doing? Is that how we're going about? Putin is not stupid. He's a smart guy. Michael Gorbachev, he was a smart person, a smart president also. But Putin is smarter than that. And he can see things what goes on. The main thing is, yes, have lasers, this, that. So to attack a country and to take a country out, what is the best way to do it? So if it was me, the best way to do and take countries down, one is the technology. You take satellites out, you take everything out. They cannot guide anything through anywhere. So space, taking over space, is one of them. Because how are we controlling most of the things? Through space. So if we have lasers who reach space and start, putting satellites down through the lasers, and then we can achieve something of the wars. Who's going to be in control of these wars? China? Russia? North Korea? All I want to think is, and people thinking about Europe, the UN and US, is if Russia unites themselves with Asia, China, North Korea, they put themselves together, I don't think Europe, the UN, and US can destroy China, Russia, North Korea. Only 3 countries, and we are much more than 3 countries. So those 3 countries around Asia and some other countries around Asia, if they put themselves together, I don't think we have a chance. Now, whoever you will build, or probably some of the countries they already have lasers which can reach the satellites of any country. Those people, they are the ones who will be controlled everything, because they can get, or they can hold their own satellites, and they can destroy every satellite from every other country. And then other countries, they are on big deep shit, because without the satellites we cannot control anything. So just imagine what this all this is going for. All presidents, all these kind of people, what they're doing, they don't care about all people. All they can do is social media, and through social media controlling all of us. And this is what's coming up. Control humans, and that's what they're doing already. The technology they already have in advance is from a long time ago. It's not from now. They have so much technology advanced than we don't know. So a lot of people can say this, they can say that. The only thing is it real? Is it not? Even if it's real, even, if they're saying the truth, does anybody believe anything? No. It's like at the moment, media and things like that, the technology we have, the phones we have. Do you guys have privacy? Do we have privacy? No. Because any device we have, TVs, this any kind of device of technology we have inside our home, believe it or not, they're already listening to every person, every conversation, everything we have. You don't have privacy. We don't have privacy these days. Forget about that. All that, you, me, everyone signs up and gives all your privacy to people who's trying to control every human and minimize the humanity in this world. Population, less population, more control. More population, difficult to control. So why we're going into war? Every president, every country wants to have control in everywhere and around the world, and they want to have control in people. We already have the chips which they put in your hands, and those chips they put in your hands is already controlling people. Future coming, that's exactly what you do. If you don't have those chips or implanted in yourself, in your child, and everything, you might not be able to access bank accounts. You might not be able to access doctors. You might not be able to access anything if you're not going to agree. So sooner or later, they're going to force us, the humankind, to be forced and to be controlled. And there's nothing we can do about it. You can protest, you can do whatever you like. Later on, and future coming, we don't have no say. You will be controlled like a remote control. That's what you do, like a robot. And that's exactly what they're already doing that anyway. They're using the human brain for using it into robots. They're using your thoughts, your dreams, your things already into robots. As your body dies, they use your brain to modify a machine. So we already seen this in movies and everything. They already done those kind of things. Is it coming to reality? Of course it is. It's already here. It already has been here for so many years. It's only now, slowly, they're coming up and they're advancing that. But this year and through going on at this moment in time, you're going to see much more going on. And that's it. Now, Third World War III coming up is a big worry for all of us. Because if US doesn't back up and it stops surrounding Russia, it's going to come a time like you're going to feel you're boxed in. When you're boxed in, where are you going to move? You're going to do something. So someone is going to be forced to press buttons. And that's what World War III is coming up and is going to happen. Because if some people doesn't back up or back out, we're going to have a World War III sooner than we are thinking. And what's the fault of? All this politics, all these presidents around it. Look what Brexit is becoming. Politics is controlling people. Media is controlling people. They tell you what you want to hear. Brexit over here. Do you think it's bad? It's not. But politics and MPs over here, they're going against this. This is going to happen. That is going to happen. Blah 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 blah. Why can't we stick what we said? It Brexit. Go deal with it as it comes along. As you jump, if you don't know how to swim, you jump into a swimming pool, or you don't have no choice. You have to jump into the water. What are you gonna do? You're gonna start trying to swim for your survival, isn't it? So, whatever comes, we have to deal with it. But whatever comes in World War III, we have to deal with it. We can prevent that of happening. All we had to do is just stop pressuring other countries into war. Stop going into that, because we feel threatened. The more you threaten a country, the more they're gonna try to protect themselves. The more, like US, they have this, they have that. Russia have this, or Russia has that. Why? Because if they don't, you guys are stepping up closer to Russia, stepping up closer to Russia, and then they feel they're getting into a box, tighter and tighter and tighter. So what you expect them to do? Stand over there and let it happen? Of course not. So they have to do something. So the more you get closer, the more they're going to do something. The more you box them in, the more they're going to press the buttons. Do we want that? No. I do hope you guys stop this play. This is not a joke. This is you playing with humankind, and humanity, will be extinct like dinosaurs. So we don't want that. But politicians, governments, and presidents, and all this kind of bullshit around it is messing up the whole world. And you guys have to stop doing that. For now, the 30 power, all of us, President the 30, do the right thing, and let's stop this before all of us will die. And there's only a few survivors, which they have money, and they have bunkers, and then they can hide themselves underground, and they have technologies and all that kind of stuff, which we're not going to have that. Who gives a shit about you? You die, and who cares? Anyway, think about it, people, and see what is coming up over here, and this brainwash social media stuff and news and fake news and everything. Just think about it. Is this correct? Is this how the way humans let this happening? And all of us, we're accepting that. All of us, we live in it. Just let it go. One day, it's going to be too late. It's going to be a revolution. That's what is going to happen. A revolution coming up in no time.